Hello everyone, my name is Fang the Duelist. Today it is currently 20 to 9, so it's currently 8:40 in the morning. And today I am going to be showing all of you how to solo Frost Mode in Tower Defense Simulator on Roblox. I like this game a lot. I think this game is worth playing. This is the build that I've made that works for me. If you find something that works for you, great. This is going to be very hands-off. This is going to be, one of those big guides that goes, oh, you're going to do this on wave 10, and you're going to do this exactly at this time. You're going to micro and do all this. No. I'm not good enough at this game to do any of that. This is simply the build that worked for me, and the strategy that worked for me, and I hope that this could work for someone else. So let's get into what this actually is comprised of. Unfortunately, it does use a golden tower and 2 evolved towers, which are a grind and are expensive, regardless of which method you choose to get them. So please take this build with a grain of salt, because I know a lot of people don't have these towers, so if you can find substitutes, please do use them. I can't unfortunately vouch for that, because this is the only build I've managed to get to work for solo Frost. I've tried anything from Slime Trooper to Ace Pilot to Hunter. Yes, I did legit try using Hunter for Frost Mode. It didn't actually get pretty far. I've used almost every tower here, and I seriously don't have anything I can recommend besides this. So we're going to get into why I'm running the towers I am. G-Scout, because he gets lead detection and hint detection. He's cheap. He's great early game. Run DJ Booth because good support. It's the only support we really need. Engineer because good damage, gets all 3 types of detections. A-okay. Kingpin, so we don't use Top Path Kingpin for this entire run. Frost Mode, you make enough money to the point where it's pretty much unnecessary. The Top Path. And Juggernaut, we get just for the late game on bottom path. Top path does work as well. It doesn't really lose a lot of it loses a lot of DPS into the boss damage, but in terms of overall damage, it's gonna be hitting similar numbers from what I've tested. So Juggernaut top or bottom works. So just pick your preference. Yeah. Other than that, let's get into it. So yeah, this is a solo build. So this is designed to work for people without friends like me. I only play this game with my partner, to be fair. So yeah, let's get into the guide. This is going to be very unedited, so don't expect like jump cuts or anything, because this is going to take you all through the step-by-step process for beating this for yourselves. So we play on U-turn, simply because of the map geometry. It's just really good for this. In terms of powers, if you want to use them, nuke, UAV, cooldown damage. Yeah. So to start out, you'll get 2 golden scouts. Put them like that, and you're going to start. We're not using timescale because I want everything to be in real time. So Frost Mode starts pretty basic. So you want to get pretty much just spam tier 1 G-Scout for a while. At minimum, you want about 14 of them, and that will sustain until the entire thing actually. Let's get him to tier 1. Placement isn't too important, but I would recommend doing what I'm doing, just because it works. But again, whatever works for you guys, that's what you'll do. So we're going to keep going until we have at minimum 7. That's a little too close for comfort. I always get that wrong. Alright. Okay, now that we've got a bunch of tier 1s, we're now going to start trying to get the next line down. And you're pretty much just going to be doing this for a while. I think until you get 14. I do have skill tree on. I should probably have clarified. Skill tree isn't maxed out, but it's all the general suspects. Health regen, more towers, more money per round, more starting cash. Yeah, that kind of thing. But yeah, you're going to be placing down G-Scouts until you've got 14. 14 tier 1 golden scouts. Now the DJ placement is the important part. You want them around here, about almost to the bottom, but not quite. We do this because of the placement of our, not only the placement of our scouts, but the placement that our engineers are going to be in. So we want to get DJ to level 3 as fast as we can, but there is no pressure on that. Why is there no pressure on that? Because we're going to be getting all these guys to 555 specifically. We get 2 of those, 3 of those. Now a bunch of Frost Mysteries are going to start spawning on wave 9. Don't worry about those. They're chill. Yeah, don't worry about the Frost Mysteries. They're genuinely a-okay. Get 1 row. Okay. Now start getting the 2nd row. We don't have to worry about our engineers for right now. We just need to worry about getting these guys to tier 2. And yeah, that's about it. So we don't need to skip any waves, so don't let your habits kick in. There is no wave skipping here. Right, and then that's all of our tier 2 scouts. And now that's done, we're going to start getting our engineers. Now, our engineer placement, you could argue, could be a lot better, but this is what we're going to do. So we get 1 down, and we just simply wait for the wave to end. Stun minion goes down. Cool. Now we need to make sure we can afford 2 tier 2 engineers, at least. Like so. Just purely so then we can have the sentry damage as fast as we can. But, yeah. Then we get our 3rd engineer. Cool. Like so. Then we're going to get number 4. Sorry, number 5. I can count. And then we're going to be going on number 6. Cool. And now we can just sit and chill for a bit. Don't have to worry. Just let the game play itself for a little bit, you know. Am I chilling? How are you guys? I've been waiting to do something like this for a while, so I hope this guide is helpful to people, and I hope it's just a relaxing time for everyone. You know, we're sitting, we're playing. Let's get DJ Booth to tier 3. Cool. Okay. Now comes the big part. I'm going to start getting tier 3 scouts. So just afford them when you can. Mainly because we need the damage for Frost Hunter. Because look at how fast it chips. Come on. Danka. There is very little amount of target switching for this entire thing. We don't really need to target switch, like, at all. Besides one particular wave. But we'll talk about that wave when we get to it. They don't shut up either. Okay. Also, the Snow World remix. Gotta love it. Paradoxum, you're fucking... Shouldn't be swearing. Paradoxum, your sound team is amazing, and you guys are awesome. Please keep up the incredible work. Right. We're gonna get our engineers tier 3. Okay, now this is where things get a little cuckoo crazy. Okay. You gotta bear with me, alright? Alright, now that we got all them, now is the part where we go absolutely mental. So, you may be thinking this is where we get kingpins. You are wrong. Why would you think that? Are you paying attention? No, we get tier 4 DJ right now for Frost Acolyte. And now we start focusing on our kingpins. Try and get them relatively close to your engineers. We don't need to worry about our scouts anymore for a while. So for now, just worry about everything else. DJ ability when you can. We're going to keep it on green pretty much the entire run. We don't need to micro it. Have some faith and confidence in this setup. It will take you far. Gone are the days of spamming golden minigunner. Now are the days of just letting your defense work. Like, y'all ever played Bloons? I should not say y'all. That's tragic in my accent. Cool. Frost Acolyte's dead. Ding dong, the guy is dead. Alright, cool. We're just relaxing. Having a good time. Everything is just going. I like to try stuff with my mouse. So if you see enemy health bars popping up, it's me. Okay. Pop that. Okay. Come on. There we go. Get that done. Just check the range. Yep, I can get one more in the radius. Which is good. I don't know why I'm checking. I've done this like a few times now. Yeah, so now flying enemies show up, and this is why we get Kingpin when we do. Just so then when these guys show up, it's an easy time for everyone. We get a final Kingpin. Get him to tier 3. Cool. And now we could go back to focusing on our engineers. You know, if you want, it's up to you. And we're not skipping waves here. Need those bonuses. So yeah. So now, while we're still on tier 4 DJ, we're going to be getting all our engineers tier 4. So just get them when you can. There is no rush here. You just afford them when you can afford them. No. You're not in a rush to make money here. This isn't some speedrun like some people. You're not here to beat this as fast as possible. You're just here to beat this. And that's the important part. I think it's way more destructive if you're trying to constantly make yourself beat things as fast as possible with the fastest time completion, all this, that, and the other. No. You're just here to play the game and have a good time. So do that. Boom, Frost Invader dead. Alright, now we focus on our scouts again. This is the part where we focus on our scouts. Mainly because the it's good. Yeah, for the most part, we don't really need to worry about anything right now. We're just relaxing. Look at that. And everything is dying, and we are winning. We are winners. Okay, if you don't believe it, say it to yourself multiple times. You are a winner. You win things. Relaxing to the music. We're having a vibe. Bit of a bop. It's all good. And that frost rates are dealt with in a flash. That's how we like it. Cool. And now we just save up for max DJ. That's it. Cool, max DJ. Now that we have max DJ. Love the little Splatoon noises. I mean, I know they're not necessarily from Splatoon, but they're just where I hear them the most. God, I miss Splatoon 1. So now, we're actually going to stop focusing on our Kingpins. And we're going to do 2 bouncers and a lackey. Why do we do that? Why not? I just think it's the best blend. Now, there's 4 kingpins, so you may be wondering, oh, maybe I do it on everyone. Nope. On the next 2, you're just going to get 1 bouncer. You want a healthy mix. Like a balanced breakfast. Yeah, Frost Ravager is a joke, and he will go down very quickly and easily. Like that. Cool. Now you get tier 5 engineers when you can afford them. Cool. And now Trickster Elves are coming in, and this is where you're going to be doing it. So, tier 5. Last enemy. Now you're just going to set all of your engineers to last. That's it. And now they're going to stay like that. You're not going to swap them back off. They're going to stay on last. Trust me. You can believe me. So you're going to keep your engineers on last, and you're not going to swap them off for any reason. Okay. Cool. Now that you've done that, now it's time to focus on our big boy, Juggernaut. We're going to get him here. You need him to tier 2 as fast, well, as soon, you want to get him to tier 4 bottom as soon as you can, and that is serious. Like, seriously, do that as fast as you can. It's the wrong tower. We need to make sure that we have Mr. Gooba Gabba dealt with. Who is Mr. Gooba Gabba? You will see him when he shows up. Patience. Unless you played this game mode a lot, then why are you here? You don't need this guy. Unless you need a refresher, in which case, hello. Yeah. So now that he's on bottom, now we can go back to dealing with our engineers. Now we're going to max out our engineers. Hopefully by wave 36 we'll have all max engineers, but you know, it's not a promise. RNG is always against you. Remember, you're rolling the dice 24/7. The reason we want Kingpin is mainly just to eat up Frost Mage's attack, so it doesn't really stun our towers as much. Yeah, pretty much. We're just going to be doing this. We're never going to be swapping our engineers off last. Because we don't need to. It doesn't need to happen. So that's 4 tier 6 engineers, so we just need 2 more, and then we can go back to our Kingpins. Juggernaut is fine, so don't worry about him. I know you might be thinking, but we need to get more upgrades on Juggernaut. He's expensive, we'll get to him. So don't worry about Juggernaut. I feel like I'm really talking down to you people that might watch this. I'm sorry. Alright, cool. All engineers maxed out. We are set. Yeah. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. Don't worry if it does. Because Frost Mage will still die. Now it's time to focus on your Kingpins again. So again, we're doing it one at a time. We're not trying to get any single one maxed out. We're just trying to afford them when we can. This is also the other reason we keep engineers on last, because look at that Frost Necromancer's health just evaporate. Cool. Frost Ravager is definitely going. It's closer than I remembered it. It's all chill. Necromancer is dead, so now we only just need to focus on Big Boy. And unluckily for Frost Hero, he's got no more backup, and he is a very squishy target. And with that, Frost Hero is dead. Cool. And that's our first tier 6 Kingpin. So I'm a little bit ahead of schedule, actually, because of our engineers maxed out faster than I thought they would. Which is fine. So we're going to get a second maxed out Kingpin. Deep freezers are just going to be hanging about, so don't worry about them. Frost mages are also dealt with. Coolio. Alright. Kingpin. Now we just need the one more. And then we just focus everything on Juggernaut and just start spamming Golden Scout. So seriously, this is pretty much just what I've been doing to grind Frost Mode. The average time is a little slow, but you know, that's Frost Mode. It's not the easiest thing in the world, so I'm not claiming that this guide will make this mode easy. It really doesn't. It's just making it tolerable and doable for the people that have the towers. Again, I will probably do more experimenting at some point, but for now, we're pretty much just gonna relax. I'm gonna coast until we get Juggernaut maxed out, and then we're just gonna put our engineer on the red disc and then just chill. I keep saying that, I need to say other words. We're going to be swell and tame. Also, that's why we keep engineers on last, because more tricks to else. Cool, now we just save up the 200k. You can see how much damage. Like, look at that. Beautiful. This is why we get a healthy mix of bouncers and lackeys, because, yeah. Another Frost Hero. But it's all good. We don't really need the DJ ability once we get Max Juggernaut. But for now, just focus on him. Get him leveled up. And once he's maxed out, we're gonna be set. The next 6 seconds, can we get... Nope, won't even matter. Cool. Alright. Ability, red. Alright, now we're pretty much just going to spam G-Scout wherever we can... Pretty much wherever we're in the DJ's radius. A little bit of space here, we can put 2 more in the radius. Cool, now we're on the boss, so we're gonna chill. I keep saying it, I just said I need to stop saying it. I don't know why I pressed the ability there. It was instinct, whoops. You guys so used to spamming the DJ ability for the green disc. We're also using G-Scout as stun fodder for the most part. Yeah, pretty much. We're just going to be spamming Golden Scout. And then letting the game just win. That's pretty much it. Like, if you haven't noticed, I've been barely paying attention this whole time. And there we go. And now we just let the game win. The game win nice good. Like, this is basically it. This is the whole strat. Like, we just keep our engineers on last to deal with anything that might come in their way, but pretty much just... We're just going to be sitting here and... Like, we don't care about the stuns. They don't really matter. I feel like a lot of people lose because they panic and they freak out and they go, oh no, I need to do this, I need to do this. And it's like, fine. Especially like the map matters a lot. Like, we're already... He only just made it past the first turn, but it's about to make it past the first turn. He's already on the healing phase. And everything focus fires. It's already broken. And look at that, he's already getting hella damaged again. Like, look at that mad DPS. We're all chilling. And we're gonna DJ ability, even though we really don't need to, but it can help. Yeah, pretty much. You're just gonna be sitting here and watching the mode win. In fact, I might just upload this as the raw video. I'm that confident that this will help because it's very hands-on. And look at that, Frost Spirit is dead. Actually, I will take a moment to show off the skill tree. Yeah, that's Frost Mode. Congratulations, you have beaten Frost Mode in 22 minutes, 38 seconds. I am going to quickly show off my skill tree just because it would help if the game doesn't bug out and it actually loads me in. I'm in a public lobby. I was in a private lobby before. That's Flowery from Deltarune. Okay. Alright. So this is my skill tree. 10 out of 20 Scavenger, max donks, max bigger budget, 11 out of 25 resourcefulness. We don't really need it. 30 out of 40 Fortify, 18 out of 25 Overheal, 17 out of 25. You can read. Basically, pause to look at this. This is my skill tree. This is what I use. Yeah. And with that, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. I hope this guide helped. Go be Frost Mode, you crazy guys.